Hello, Sensei Cisco here for Sensei Martial Arts. Today we'll be taking a further look at combinations. So we'll be set to get a good sweat in, lots of exercise moving around. But without further ado, we'll jump into our pre-setup where we share on our social media, if you excuse me, and jump ahead to the about 2-minute mark. You should be able to find us at the start of the lesson then. Loading slow today. I hope you guys are doing well. Been pretty quiet here. Hi, Tepulin. Must be Gracie. Good to see you. All right. Make sure we got a good angle here. All right. That should work pretty well. Staying in our midline. Excellent. All right, and there's the 2-minute mark. So let's get started. A little early. It's all good. We'll jump right into it. All right. Okay. Great. Release us and relax. So last class, during our last live stream on Tuesday, we took a look at combinations and how we can use left and right strikes to switch to keep aggression forward, as well as shooting high and low on those hits. So we'd shoot 1, 2, 3 for such as a jab, cross, uppercut, possibly going a jab, cross, hook, throwing some kicks in for jab, cross, front kick, jab, hook, knee, and so on. How are we doing, Peyton? So we're going to keep that theme today, and we're going to play with some other combinations, but I also like to take a look a little bit on how we can do combinations in our kicks and build that into our repertoire as well. Again, any of these combinations that we do aren't one beats all. Now, there's no such thing as the perfect combination of strikes. There's no such thing as the perfect technique. There's only more efficient responses to a stimulus. The stimulus being an attack or aggression towards us, and how we can block and react to that with our own aggression in defense. But taking a look at how combinations work and getting a feel for them will give us a sense of how our movements can be more efficiently utilized. And that is the key word, efficiency. That's really all that we're studying here, is how we can use our bodies to use the least amount of energy for the maximum amount of result. So as we move through our combinations today, I want you to keep this in mind in how these different attacks are stitching together or working together towards the act of aggressively fighting. Now, of course, if you have a heavy bag or a mobile bag at home, feel free to bring that out. If you do not, we can do shadow boxing or tapping on a wall target. Of course, get permission if you're using a wall or other object around your house, as we don't want to damage anything and end up getting in trouble with mom and dad if you're part of our younger audience. So without further ado, let's get into our warm-ups, get our sweat going, and then jump into combinations for the second half. All right, let's head it off with some jumping jacks. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, sich, hachi, ku, ju, ich, ni, san, shi, Go. Rook. Sichi. Hachi. Ku. Niji. Ich. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Rook. Sichi. Hachi. Ku. Sanji. Ich. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Rook. Sichi. Hachi. Ku. Yonji. Ich. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Rook. Sichi. Hachi. Ku. Yonji. Yame. Come on down for push-ups. Elbows in to press out. Ready? Ich. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Rook. Sichi. Hachi. Ku. Ju. Take a seat. Sit-ups. All the way down. And ich. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Roko. Sichi. Hachi. Ku. Ju. Excellent. Come on up. Frog squat. Ich. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Roko. Sichi. Hachi. Ku. Ju. And shake it out. Go ahead and roll your neck. Just keep relaxed. Reverse. Go ahead and hug. Let your arms swing. Kind of reach in the back. Chop. Up and down. Roll the shoulders. Reverse. Freeze and twist. And down to the hips. Roll them around. Feel your weight shift from your heels to your toes. Reverse. And reach the sky down to the floor. Ich. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Keep your knees straight. Roko. Sichi. Hachi. Ku. Ju. Feet short, elbows width apart. Crisscross. Ich. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Roko. Sichi. Hachi. Ku. Ju. Very nice. Go ahead, press out the knees. And drop your shoulder. Switch. Good. Rock side to side. Shoulders back. Keep it up, toes up. You can dip down deeper. Very good. Drop one knee and rock the hips forward. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, roko, sichi, hachi, ku, do. Staying low to switch. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, roko, sichi, hachi, ku, do. Good. Come on up, bounce it out, and shake it loose. All right. Now, for our Kihon drills today, we're going to do sets of 20. So, meaning 20 punches, 20 of each block, 20 of each kick, and then we'll move into our combinations. As you're moving through these strikes, pay close attention to your breathing. Just like when we do our push-ups or our sit-ups, or any of our other calisthenic exercises, your breathing is a vital part of this. And when you breathe, we want to push the air out on our exertion. Meaning on a push-up, that would happen. We drop down, breathe in, push the air out as we engage the muscles to lift. On a sit-up, this would be as we rise. So we breathe in, then out to help the muscles engage. Breathe in and out. On our squats, this would be breathe in on the dip, breathe out on the press. Because each of these breathe outs are when our muscles are engaging to push, pull, or create the force needed for our movement. The opposite direction usually is we're just letting gravity take over. On our push-up, this is when we're dropping to the floor. So we're just letting gravity let us come down. On a pull-up, we have our chin drawn. We breathe in as gravity pulls us back down to the ground. So our exertion, our breathing out, happens when we are creating force. On our punches and kicks, this is on the extension. So whenever our elbow is pressing to straight, our knee is pushing to straight, our block has finished the shield and is pushing to lock. These are the moments of exertion or breathing out, exhaling. So as we hit each of these 20 strikes, I want you to breathe in. As we set the chamber, breathe out as we push the strike. Sound good? Let's try it out. We'll start with our upper body. So shikinachis, left hand up. If you'd like to mirror with me, use your left. And shoulders back. Meet in the middle to breathe in. Push apart to breathe out. In, out. Ready? Ki on number 10, nice and loud. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, roko, sichi, hachi, ku, ju, ka, juich, juni, jusan, jushi, jugo, juroko, jusichi, juhachi, juku, niju, ha, and shake it out. Right, next up, Jodan Uke, high blocks. Breathing in as we set the shield, breathing out as we press. In to out. Ready? Shikirachi's low, shields up. And ich, ni, san, shi, go, roko, sichi, hachi, ku, ju, ya, juich, juni, jusan, jushi, jugo, juroko, jusichi, juhachi, juku, niju, ka, and shake it out. Whew. Excuse me one moment. I think the air in my room might get turned off. I'm going to check that real quick. It's getting a little too hot.
Sorry, Miss Megan opened up the windows because it was so nice outside today.
It is a beautiful day today, but it is currently a little over 80 degrees in this apartment.
It feels fine.
Not when you're exercising.
It's fine.
All right, let's get back to it. Shikadachi, Churanuke. Draw to the X and breathe out. In, out. Ready? Shikadachi's low and itch. Ni, sun, shi, go. Roko, seiji, hachi, ku, ju, juichi, juni, jusan, jushi, jugo, juroko, juseiji, juhachi, juku, niju. Ka. Shake it out. Ura Churanuke. Drawing the inside blocks. Pop the L. Breathe it out. In and out. Right. Shikadachi down. And itch. Ni. Sun. Shi. Go. Roko. Seiji. Hachi. Ku. Ju. Ya. Juichi. Juni. Jusan. Jushi. Jugo. Juroko. Juseiji. Juhachi. Juku. Niju. And shake it out. Geiranuke. Low blocks. Shikadachi's down. Breathing in to fold. Out to draw. In and out. All right. Shikadachi's down. And itch. Ni. Sun. Shi. Go. Roku. Seiji. Hachi. Ku. Ju. Itch. Juni. Jusan. Jushi. Jugo. Juroku. Juseiji. Juhachi. Juku. Niju. And shake it out. Very good. Now, I'm going to move the camera over a little bit so we can see our targets. Again, if you have a target at home, use these to help gauge your height level so that your minimum will be towards your belt knot or your solar plex. You can go higher than this if you'd like, but this will help set your height so that you're not shooting low over and over again. Remember, belt height allows for your muscles to really start engaging. And when we engage, that's when we grow. All right, you breathe in and out. In on the draw, out on the lift. Sound good? Starting off with my Gary. 20 on each side. Ready? Itch. Ni. Sun. Shi. Go. Roko. Seiji. Hachi. Ku. Ju. Juichi. Juni. Jusan. Jushi. Jugo. Juroko. Juseiji. Juhachi. Juku. Niju. Switch sides. Make sure your lead toes are pointed towards the target, meaning I'm not turning out and kicking from the side. I want to keep those toes ahead as I draw ahead. Everything pointed to the same point. Ready? Itch. Ni. Sun. Shi. Go. Roko. Seiji. Hachi. Ku. Ju. Juichi. Juni. Jusan. Jushi. Jugo. Juroko. Jusichi, Juhachi, block it out. Ku, Niju, and shake it loose. Move to side kicks. So we're going to preset our turn so we can lift and press. Make sure that knee pulls all the way back to your belt knot. The chamber is here, not here. Right, ready? And itch, knee, sun, shi, go, roko, sichi, hachi, ku, ju, juich, juni, jusun, jushi, jugo, juroko, jusichi, juhachi, juku, niju. Other side. Itch, knee, sun, shi, go, roko, sichi, hachi, ku, ju, juich, juni, jusun, jushi, jugo, juroko, jusichi, juhachi, juku, niju. And shake it out. All right. Take a deep breath. Axe kicks are next. Make sure to draw across the body before drawing down the center points. Again, use your marker with your big toe to tap, sort of sliding through that point, 1 and 2, to make sure you have that straight line going from your nose through your belt knot for a straight kick. Ready? Itch, knee, sun, shi, go, roko, keep your hands up, sichi, hachi, ku, ju, juich, juni, jusan, jushi, jugo, juroko, jusichi, juhachi, juku, niju. Other side. Itch, knee, sun, shi, go, roko, sichi, hachi, ku, ju, juich, juni, jusun, jushi, jugo, juroko, jusichi, juhachi, juku, niju. And shake it out. All right, last one. Washigiri. Looking to tap with your instep towards the target. So you're going on a side step. So you're on the side of the target. And then reach out with the toes. Ready? Itch. Knee. Sun. Chi. Go. Roko. Sichi. Hachi. Ku. Ju. Juich. Juni. Jusun. Jushi. Jugo. Jiroko, Jusichi, Juhachi, Juku, Niju. Other side. Now notice, I'm keeping one hand out. So the side I'm kicking with, I'm letting that hand kind of hang out to that side. This is going to help keep my weight lifting to that end so I don't fall back. Ready? Itch. Knee. Sun. Shi. Keep your shoulders back. Go. Back straight. Roko. Sichi. Hachi. Ku. Ju. Juich. Juni. Jusan. Jushi. Jugo. Juroko. Jusichi. Juhachi. Juku. Niju. And shake it out. Excellent. So that's 20 kicks on both sides. That's 40 kicks per style or per type with 4 different types of kicks. That is 40 times 4 or 160 kicks we just did. That's awesome. All right, let's fix our camera. And we'll go ahead and pause there for a water break. So, Cascade, break. Go ahead and break for some water. If you have questions, please write them in. If you haven't answered anything yet. And my water's over here. Now, you should feel your heart kind of moving, your legs pretty sore, or at the very least, the blood really moving. Now, if you're still feeling like, oh, I'm fine, like this was nothing, check your extensions. Either one, you may not be lifting to the height you possibly can, or two, you may not be extending fully, meaning your kick is stopping partway out, and you're not coming the rest of the press to lock that knee before retrieval. On your kicks, remember there's always your setup, then delivery, then retrieval. Lift the knee, push it out, bring it back. It's on that push out point that we want our knee to fully extend, because this allows our muscles to lock and become an iron bar. And it's an iron bar that hurts. I mean, I don't know about you, but if it comes between getting hit with a lead pipe and a spaghetti noodle, I'll take the spaghetti noodle. That one's not going to hurt. But if I'm going to hit something, I'm going to use that lead pipe. And I'm going to lock my leg out fully to really push into that opponent. When we're working on target here, you can get full extensions. Just stand a little bit further away so that you don't push through the target. We want to get a little closer and push through on our break boards, on our heavy bags, on our opponent. Sound good? Sound good. All right, let's bring it together. Break. And relax. Now moving to this next section, again, we're talking about combinations. In our last class, we talked about a couple. First being the jab, cross, hook. Jab, cross, hook. Having our elbows tucked in, our lead hand reaching out, our back hand reaching next, and then popping that elbow up to swing through and back. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We also took a look at, I believe, the jab, cross, round kick. Or it was I think it was a front kick. Jab, cross, front kick to advance forward. Kind of knock their head back in, think high, and then push them away to knock them back. Today, what I'd like to take a look at is setting different levels on our strikes. So shooting high and low rather than just left and right. So for our first combo, what I like to do is take a jab, uppercut, uppercut. So we're gonna punch to the face, then come down to the stomach, then up to the jaw for 1, 2, 3. Kind of think lead hand, push straight forward to the nose, backhand, drop to the hip, and push into the stomach. Lead hand again, draw from the hip, but swing up to the sky. Straight elbow, bent elbow, bent elbow. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Sound good? Let's try it out. Itch, knee, sun, sheep, go, broken, Sichi, Hachi, Ku, Ju. Good. Now you notice I'm kind of rocking as I do this. Think about our katas. When we move in our kata and we throw a strike, we're going to push our weight to one side. You know, if we got an itch, we step out, set in the middle, and then lean forward. Lean our hips forward, not our shoulder. We're not bowing here. But we press our weight into that strike before stepping up for the punch. We want the same sort of idea here. So that as I punch, I'm going to kind of lean my weight, not on that side, but I'm going to twist. 1, 2. Then for the upwards uppercut, I'm really kind of pushing my weight to that front foot. Think fighting position, forward stance. And I'll lean to that front leg to pop it up. Let's try it out. Itch, knee, sun, sheep, go, roko, Sichi, Hachi, Ku, Ju. Trade sides. Let's go southpaw. Ready? Itch, knee, sun, sheep, go, roko, Sichi, Hachi, Ku, Ju. Good. Now the idea here is on these strikes. Your first one, if I'm your opponent, and you throw that left hand, you're punching towards my face. So I'm going to kind of bring my hands up, maybe to offset, push your punch to the side. Well, when I do that, my stomach is open. So when I see your hand coming here, I'm going to drop down to push that hand away. Well, now my jaw is open for your third to strike up. So you're going 1, 2, 3. If I don't do anything, and I'm standing here with a real wide guard, maybe I'm just being a little dumb today. I'm not thinking, or I'm being cocky, and I'm like, I don't need a guard. I can take you. Come on, put it right there. Put it right there. And I'm trying to be boastful. Never be boastful. I can sit here and you can punch the jaw. Punch the stomach. Get under the jaw for the 1, 2, 3. And make my whole body start pop, pop, knockout. And I'm down. So these combinations should feed into each other. One strike moving to another. Let's take a look at another combo. This time, we'll use a kick. Specifically, let's do the round kick, Mawashigiri. Now for Mawashigiri, we would set up. I'll go ahead and mirror. So you have your left foot leading. We're going to start with a low kick. Think to the side of their thigh here. Now there's a point just above the midpoint of the thigh. Right about here. There you go. Put your wrist on your hip. Put your hand flat. Right about there where your fingertips are, there's a little pressure point. And if you kick that spot right where the bone is, you can even try it on yourself. Punch yourself in the leg so you can feel that bone. You'll feel a tingle go shh. And shoot from that point all the way to your knee. That's how you know you found that pressure point. By striking and kicking that point, you can make the whole leg feel like it's electrified. And this is called deadening the leg. It essentially makes the muscles go, I don't want to work. And your opponent won't move as fast. Because anytime they go to move there, that muscle go, ow, I don't like it. And it can slow them down. So we're going to use that as part of our primary theory for this combo. I'm going to throw a low round kick to the thigh before drawing back and shooting a second up to the ribs, or even better, the temple. So we're going to shoot 2 round kicks, low, high. Let's try it out. Up. Up. Now, to throw this, are you feeling like when you throw this, you're kind of falling off balance? Well, this is where our pivot comes in. We want the back foot to turn. Now let's bring the camera down a little bit more. There we go. So you guys can get a better look at the footwork here. Now, if I have my lead leg, I'm going to kick off the backside. So as I draw up, I turn. This is the pivot. I want to lift, turn before I extend. It's that turn that creates a lot of the force and energy. In Taekwondo, for instance, they don't lift the leg up first. They're going to spin straight into it. And they make a large swing from the floor up. So their whole body spins through it. Now we study Karate-Do. In karate, we put a little more emphasis on staying squared up, having sets or chambers to preempt a strike. This way, if I want to change that round kick to something else, I can lift in round kick, or I can lift in front round back to back. Keeps my options open. This also lets me throw multiple kicks back to back to back. Now, Taekwondo does do this as well, but it's done a little differently. Because Taekwondo is going to pull straight up to that chamber. They're going to swing into this position, whereas we want to lift and then turn. The reason I mentioned this is I'm looking at this lead foot, how this turns. I'm going to take 2 different positions on the turn. Right now, I'm pointing to the target. My quarter turn is only going to bring my foot to my side. This way, I can kick low, and I don't need any more pivot than this. When I come back, I'm going to pivot further. Because notice, as soon as I did that, my hip lifted up. Watch this again. Quarter turn, full turn. You see my hip could lift up further. The pivot opens the hips up. So I don't need as much of a pivot for a low kick. Just a little pivot. But if I want a high kick, I better have that foot turned out all the way to allow my hips to expand. So when we throw our 2 rounds, we're going to go quarter to full. Sound good? Let's try it out. Ready? Pitch. And reset. Knee. Sun. Chi. Go. Roko. Quarter full. Roko. Sichi. Hachi. Ku. Ju. Good. So what we're looking to do is turn on the ball of the foot, just like when we do our moates. We turn on the balls of our feet. It's the same thing, only now I'm doing it on one foot, a quarter position at a time. All right, let's add to this. Because when we're looking at combinations, we're not just wanting 1 hit or 2 hits, but at least 3. 3 hits to create a chain. So we have 2 round kicks here. 1, 2, and we're ending in a big pivot. I don't want to have to take the time to turn all the way back and then go. I want to take whatever I can from right here. So after my high kick, I'm going to drop down into a shikadachi and throw a back fist. Now a back fist, if you haven't done this yet, draws from a shikadachi, or this is the stance we're going to use for today. I'm going to point my elbow with my palm facing in to then swing my arm like a hinge, like I'm opening a door. I'm going to point the elbow and then open a door with a thumb up. So what's going to happen is when we kick, you're going to kick on this side of the body. So if I'm your opponent, you're going to go pop, 1 kick, 2 kick, back fist. Going 1, 2, shikadachi, slap. Ready? Itch, sit in shikadachi, slap the fist. You're going to attack. Boom, boom, boom. Ready? Knee. Sun. Shi. Go. Roko. Sichi. Hachi. Ku. Ju. Shake it out. Again, now we're attacking. Again, multiple angles and multiple heights. In this one, we shot low to high, both on your right side. You're shooting low right, high right, then suddenly a high left. Keeping your opponent guessing which side are they coming in on, which height are they coming in on. Keeping this mixed. All right. Let's see, how's our time? Oh, doing beautiful. Let's pick up another one. So, for this, again, any of these combinations, if you find one that you like, play with it. Run it over and over again over the weekend. Give yourselves 5, 10 minutes to just sit there and drill that hit on a bag. You just hit, and just keep going until you're sweating, panting, and you can't move anymore. But all the while, keeping an eye on your technique. Make sure your elbows aren't flailing out when you're swinging. Make sure your foot isn't on the outside and you're drawing your chambers. Keep it tight, keep it clean, but keep it going. All right, let's take a look at another combo. So for this, keep the idea of kicks in mind. Let's go with jab, cross. Let's go with a jab, hook, side kick. Let's see if that would work. So we're squared up, we can shoot our jab. Maybe our opponent tucks into that front side, so we can hook in. Well, now that got them scared, so they're leaning back. Then we go with a low side kick down towards the knee. So we're essentially assuming that your opponent facing here, you throw your jab, they shoot into the side, you show your hook in the front, so they're going to lean back. Well, now they have a front knee out for dodge, lean, and then your side kick pushes that knee away. So, it should look a little like this. Jab, hook, side kick on the corner. Jab front, hook corner, side kick corner. For a high, let's go chest, head, knee. Sound good? Let's try it out. Hitch, knee, sun, sheep, go, roko, sichi, hachi, Ku. Ju. Let's try it south side. Switching your feet. Ich. Ni. Sun. She. Go. Roko. Sichi. Hachi. Ku. Ju. And shake it out. Whew, deep breath. One more. All right. Good. Stay relaxed for a minute. And we'll do one more. Then we'll go into some cool downs with kata. Now, for our last, let's take a look at, well, let's see. Let's put a little bit of footwork into our last one. So for this, what we're going to do is set up in our fighting position. And we're going to assume now our opponent is attacking first. Now, this is something we do a lot more in the intermediate class, playing with our footwork and shifting positions. But let's take a look in basic and see where you're going to be heading in the future. So now, instead of keeping our feet planted, we're going to dodge off to our right side. So from your guard, I want you to take a big step out to the right and shoot your left hand to block. Ready? Up. For an outside block. Ready? Let's see. How do I want to position for this? Let's go ahead and face away from the screen for a moment. So your back is to me, left foot out. Now, take a big step with your right, up, and block. Now, if you look over your shoulder, you should be able to see me facing the same direction as you. Our right foot is out this way, our left hand is out this way. And reset, turning away from the screen. So our left foot is in front, right foot is in back, closer to the screen, and we'll step out to the right, up, with that chest block. Good. Now, when we throw the block, let's throw a punch at the same time. So we're going to block with the left, shoot on Uke, shoot on Zuke with the right. Ready? Up. 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 Hey. Good. Now freeze here because we want to get a combo. Once we've got this low punch, I'm going to take the high hand and punch to the face. Ready? So we'll dodge to the right, block left while we punch right, turn a right Zenkutsu to punch with the left. Ready? 1, 2, and then our third strike. Well, what can we do from here? Well, I'm set up pretty well. My weight's on my right leg, so I can use this to draw myself up, meaning my left leg is kind of loose on the ground. I could use that for a kick. Now come in with a round kick into the stomach. I could maybe take it in to hook kick or axe kick down to the leg and go for a takedown. So let's try it with the takedown. Now, of course, we don't have to imagine here because we're not working with a partner. But if we imagine our opponent is here in front of us and they're punching in towards us with that left hand, we're going to dodge, block it away, punch to the ribs. Turn, punch up to the face. Well, maybe they duck their head back. So we just miss, and their head is here. Well, I can grab the neck and then axe kick to hug it in. So I'm going to dodge, block and punch, reach to the head, axe, and hug to flip them down, and we can place them to the floor. Let's try it out together. Up. 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 Eight. 1, 2, 3. Big axe kick. All right. So interesting combo there. Now we're offsetting and we're shooting high and low, then off to a corner of our opponent. Now, let's recap some of the principles we talked about today. When we're looking at combinations, we're looking for typically sets of 3. We want them to go a little kind of left, right, left, right. And it doesn't mean you can't go left, left, right. You can absolutely left, left, right, right. But picking out the techniques that will feed off each other, such as a jab to a rolling back fist, is very helpful here. Bear in mind, this is basic class, so some of these motions, maybe you haven't seen before, or we haven't trained yet in this level. Don't worry, it's gonna come with time. Your fundamentals, basic blocks and punches, come first. Then the things like Udakin, Pijate, Hammer Fist, all these additional strikes and variants will come with that experience in expanding your options. But right now we're looking left, right, we're looking high, low, we're looking kicks and punches, using your whole body as a weapon. All right, let's go ahead and cool down with our kata. We're going to walk through each one nice and slow. Think low stances, step, set, strike, getting yourself squared up to each position. All right, starting off with, we got itch. Ready? Itch. Yo. Up, step, set, strike. 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 Up, 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 up. Yeah, on the first Kazuke. Up, up, hey, up, 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 hey, hey. Great. Right. Well, let's go face to face. So I'll mirror your actions. We got itch. Yo. Up. 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 Hey. Up. 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 Hey. Yeah. Up. 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 Hey. Hey. Great. Very good. Moving on, forget a knee. Now, if you haven't done forget a knee yet, continue to walk through forget a itch. But if you are at yellow belt level or higher, we'll move on to that next level. Forget a knee. Go. Up. 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 Step. Set. Strike. Up. Step. Set. Strike. Up. 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 Hey. Ki on the kick. Up. 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 Ki on the kick. Pace. Up. 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 Hey. Great. All right. Let's go mirror. So continue to run yours normally. I'm going to mirror going the opposite direction for you. If you got a knee, yo. Up. 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 Hey. Pace. Up. 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 Pace. Up. 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 Hey. Great. And there we have it. All right. All right. So we still have a couple minutes. So we'll bow out a little early today. I think we're doing an awesome job. Again, if you liked any of those combinations, continue to practice them. Run them over and over again. Get a sweat. Make them feel fluid and powerful. I mean, they should be fast. We shouldn't have to stop and reset at any point. Just goes 1, 2, 3, boom, reset to start. 1, 2, 3, boom, reset to start. So always going from your fighting position to pop them out. All right, that'll do it for today. And thank you all for joining us. Kiosuke, great. Arigatou gozaimasu. Man, basic class is dismissed. Intermediate, if you stick around for the first half, or the first class here, we will reconvene in a couple of minutes at the top of the hour, 7 o'clock. All right. Till then, I'll be right back. Arigato. Hello. All right, we are at 7 o'clock. So if you can hear my voice, please jump on in as we're about to get started. If you are meeting us in the future and you're trying to jump ahead, hi, stop the video and come on in. All right. Now, sorry, I'm getting a little glare. Looks like the sun just hit a point. Let me fix that and we'll get right into it. Okie dokie. So now that it's fixed and I'm not getting blinded by my own coffee table, we can get started. Come together, cascade. Right? Christmas. And relax. Today we're going to continue looking at combinations, specifically working in this class, combinations using our footwork as well to offset our angles. Now for this, what I may do is actually take out our mobile bag. However, I won't be using this to deliver heavy strikes as it tilts pretty easily, but more as a reference point when dealing with opponents to show where is the angle on your opponent relative to you. So this will be coming in and out periodically, but by no means does this mean you must have one at home yourself. They are very useful if you have especially a chain bag or a Wave Master. Use them, they are invaluable. They can be a little expensive to invest in, but trust me, it is completely worth it. I worked with them for years, and it's only recently that I have lost them. So I cannot stress how much I want to get those bits of equipment back into my regular practice, but you deal with what you have on hand and whatever life gives to you. You know, make your lemons into lemonade. But yeah, focusing in today, we'll get our warm up, go through our kicks, 20 sets of strikes on either side for our Kihon, meaning high knife, low knife, both the sweeping low and the pressing low. We may even add in a little bit of the rolling back fist to pop, but 20 on each side, and then same on our kicks. 24 crescent, hook, and back, getting our bodies nice and warm, getting a good exercise in before we go into our combos. But without further ado, let's get into it. Start with 50 jumping jacks. Itch, knee, sun, chi, go, roka, sichi, hachi, ku, chu, itch, knee, sun, chi, go, roka, sichi, hachi, ku, nichi, knee, sun, chi, go, roka, sichi, hachi, ku, sanji, itch, knee, sun, chi, go, roka, sichi, hachi, ku, yonji, itch, knee, sun, chi, go, roka, sichi, hachi, ku, goju, yame. All right, 10 push-ups, butterfly. Itch, knee, sun, chi, go, roko, sichi, hachi, ku, ju. V-ups, itch, knee, sun, chi, go, roko, sichi, hachi, ku, ju. Very good. Bring it on up. Pencil squats. Itch, knee, sun, chi, go, roko, sichi, hachi, ku, ju. And shake it out. Let's take a seat. And bring one foot out. Grab your toes. And drop your elbow. Hitch. Knee. Sheep. Go. Roko. Sichi. Hachi. Ku. Ju. Cross your grip. Hitch. Knee. Push your elbow out. Sun. Sheep. Go. Roko. Sichi. Hachi. Ku. Ju. Double grip. And this time we're going to push our toes out. Hitch. Knee. Sun. Sheep. Go. Roko. Sichi. Hachi. Ku. Ju. How we doing, cool man? Good girl. Switch your feet. Same side grab. And drop the elbow. Hitch. Knee. Sun. Sheep. Go. Roko. Sichi. Hachi. Ku. Ju. Cross your grip. Elbow out. Hitch. Knee. Sun. Sheep. Go. Roko. Sichi. Hachi. Ku. Ju. Double grip. Push the toes out. Hitch. Knee. Sun. Sheep. Keep your knee down. Go. Roko. Sichi. Hachi. Ku. Ju. Very good. And take your back leg, cross it over, and hug it in. Twist. Drop the knee. Roll the ankle. Reverse. And switch. Cross over to hug. Twist. Drop the knee. Roll the ankle. Reverse. And feet together. Butterfly. Bring your heels in tight to your body. Shake your knees to the floor. Go ahead, walk your fingers out. Hitch. Knee. Sun. Sheep. Go. Roko. Sichi. Hachi. Ku. Ju. Very good. Go ahead and stack. Knees to heels, shins together. And down the middle. Hitch. Knee. Sun. Sheep. Go. Roko. Sichi. Hachi. Ku. Ju. Sway side to side, reaching out as far as you can. Hitch. Knee. Sun. Sheep. Go. Roko. Sichi. Hachi. Ku. Ju. Switch the feet. Stacking the other foot on top. And go on down the middle. Hitch. Knee. Sun. Sheep. Go. Roko. Sichi. Hachi. Ku. Ju. Sway. Hitch. Knee. Sun, Shi, go, reach out. Roko, Sichi, Hachi, Ku, Ju. And shake it loose. Pump the knees. Right. Roll to cobra, down on your stomach, looking up to the sky. Keep your toes live in the back, meaning you're not flat on your insteps, but you're up on the ball. And down. One knee up, stretch the long side. Go ahead and reach along the bent side to pull your toes in on the long. Pitch, knee, sun, shi, go, roka, sichi, hachi, ku, ju. Back down. Switch your knees. Now I'm going to change my angle here so that you can see the reverse. So I used my right knee up last time. I'm going to pull my left knee up this time. Pull tall. Reach back on the bent side to pull the long side into your tailbone. Pitch, knee, sun, shi, go, rogo, sichi, hachi, ku, ju. Very good. That's it. Knees short, hips width apart, hands shoulder width apart. Once you take your spine, push it up to the sky, and drop your stomach to the ground. Up, down, in, out, in, out. Good. Then draw back, roll your spine, and bounce it out. All right, very good. Should feel very warmed up, good and stretched, nice and loose. And that only took us about 10 minutes, which is excellent for a warm-up. If your warm-up's taken more than 10 minutes, you're really pushing it into a more of a workout. So at that point, you should really be pushing towards your kinesthetic or calisthenic or your Kihon exercise drills to start working the muscles, working the endurance of your body. So now we're at that point. Let's go into some Kihon. First off, Nikashidashi, Chudan Shitoyuki, and we will draw, shifting our weight to set and strike. Ready? Itch, knee, sun, shi, go, roko, sichi, hachi, ku, ju, juch, juni, jusan, jushi, jugo, juroko, jusichi, juhachi, juku, iju. Shake it out. Fix your uniform real quick. Make sure your belt is back down. We just pulled it up a lot as we have our check lines back in position. All right. Sliding or sweeping gate on, Shitoyuki. Ready? Itch, knee, sun, shi, go, roko, sichi, hachi, ku, ju, itch, knee, sun, shi, go, roko, sichi, hachi, ku, ju. Hip press, get on Shitoyuki, itch, knee, sun, shi, go, roko, sichi, hachi, ku, ju. Shake it out. That was only 10. Keep going. Jich. Jini. Jisun. Jishi. Jigo. Juroko. Jusichi. Juhachi. Juku. Niju. And now we can shake it out. Let's go. Peanut Nidons. Hammer fist. Ich. Draw the X. Push. Then roll. Ni. Sun. Shi. Go. Roko. Sichi. Remember, elbow out to swing it down. Roko. Sichi. Hachi. Ku. Ju. Juich. Juni. Jusan. Jushi. Jugo. Juroko. Jusichi. Juhachi. Juku. Niju. And shake it out. Looking good. Keep it up. Peanut Shodans. Double block. Ready? Ich. Ni. Kind of scoop to your hip. Sun. Shi. Go. Roko. Sichi. Hachi. Ku. Ju. Jich. Juni. Jusan. Jushi. Jugo. Juroko. Jusechi. Juhachi. Juku. Niju. And shake it out. Right. For our next one, let's go. Nahanchi-dachi. Back fist rolls. Roll under. Flick over. Roll under. Flick over. Ich. Ni. Sun. Shi. Go. Roko. Sichi. Hachi. Ku. Ju. Jich. Juni. Jisun. Jishi. Jugo. Juroko. Jusichi. Juhachi. Juku. Niju. Other side. So as we drop, we're dropping a forearm in front, rolling over, then striking through. 1, 2, 3. Shoulders back. Ich. Ni. Sun. Shi. Go. Roko. Sichi. Hachi. Ku. Ju. Ich. Juni. Jusun. Jushi. Jugo. Juroko. Jusichi. Juhachi. Juku. Niju. And shake it out. All right. So, arm motions look pretty good. Got the heart rate moving. And it only took us about 6, 7 minutes. All right, deep breath. Let your body relax. Loosen up. As we enter kicks. All right. Now, just as before, or on last class, I'm going to adjust the angle so you can see the markers. And if you have markers at home, I recommend to use them, especially on your kicks, as thinking with your feet coming up, our perception can get a little funky. We're far more adept at reading our hands because we have our hands up. We see our hands interacting with things all the time. Our feet, however, when we're walking around or we're stepping over something, we're not always looking at our feet. So having a target will allow us to address, all right, where is my foot? Is it in my middle? Am I turning out? These targets will help you address these issues. That doesn't mean you can't use these for your hands as well. Absolutely, especially if you have macular, The Macuar is going to be one of your greatest tools that you could possibly get. I would rate a Macuar potentially above a heavy bag in certain respects. Where a heavy bag will create more of a rocking motion, you can attack it from multiple angles. A Macuar has a lot more pushback, and it's going to develop your bare knuckle strikes, your unpadded elbows, kicks, and all these sort of things to toughen up the body more than a heavy bag would. So each one has its pros and cons, but I digress. Let's go ahead into our kicks. Today, we'll take a look at our crescent, hook, and back, 20 on each side, and then we'll put in a rocking horse kick as well to get a little bit of practice on our stepping kicks. All right, ready? Let's first set up with our crescent kick, drawing along your top line. Itch, knee, sun, shi, go, roko, Sichi, Hachi, Ku, Ju, Juich, Juni, Jusan, Jushi, Jugo. Keep your elbows in. Juroko, Jusichi, Juhachi, Juku, Niju. Other side. Have your back toes drawn forward. Itch, knee, sun, shi, go, roko, sichi, hachi, ku, ju, juich, juni, jusan, jushi, jugo, juroko, jusichi, juhachi, juku, niju. Shake out. Going into the hooks next. So, side set for your angle. Take a moment. Typically, you want to take at least 10 seconds to rest between each set. So we just did sets on crescent. We take 10 seconds to rest, letting the blood get back into those areas, get our lungs some fresh oxygen, and then we'll go into the next. All right, ready? Hook kicks. Itch, knee, sun, shi, go, roko, sichi, hachi, ku, ju, juich, juni, jusan, jushi, jugo, juroko, jusichi, juhachi, juku, niju. Other side. Itch, knee, sun, shi, go, roko, sichi, hachi, ku, ju, juich, juni, jusan, jushi, jugo, juroko, jusichi, juhachi, juku, niju. And shake it out. 10 seconds to relax and breathe. All right, let's go into our back kicks. Keeping the knees and toes facing the same direction, and look over the kicking shoulder to touch your heel to the marker. Itch, knee, sun, Shi. Go. Roko. Sichi. Hachi. Ku. Ju. Juich. Jini. Jusan. Jushi. Jugo. Juroko. Jusichi. Juhachi. Juku. Niju. Other side. Ich. Ni. Sun. Shi. Go. Roko. Sichi. Hachi. Ku. Ju. Juich. Juni. Jusan. Jushi. Jugo. Juroko. Jusichi. Juhachi. Juku. Niju. And shake it out. Deep breaths. Switching our angle back. All right. Now, for our last set of kicks, I'm going to offset on an angle here. The reason being, my space isn't quite wide enough for these rocking horse kicks. Now, if you've been in class with me before, I've sometimes referred to this as the pirate ship. The idea or the name comes from that carnival ride. If you think of going to the carnival, you see that big boat. It's that pirate ship. And it's set on a giant swing. And it just sways back and forth. We're going to use this for stepping kicks. So at this low point will be our middle position. And each end of the ship are our feet. So if we sit like so, we are now sitting in the boat. As we step to one side, the boat's going to turn to rise up. It'll then draw back to the middle and then rise up. So our ship rocks the middle to the side, middle, side, back and forth. Now, as we move, we want to pay close attention to our steps. So for side kick, where we'll start today, we're going to step behind, chamber kick, step in front to return. Then we go the other way. Step behind, chamber kick, step in front, and return. So we should always come back to the center position. Now, as I mentioned before, I'm not going to be doing this facing the camera simply because I have a wall here and I have a wall here. My space doesn't allow it. So if I change my angle, now I should have full space for this motion. If you'd like to copy and set this up as a mirror, by all means, put your right foot in the front, left foot back, and think like you're setting up for a southpaw fighting position, and then drop your shikarachi. So we're going to draw up to the right corner, back to the left corner. Ready? Starting with our side kick. Whenever we shift directions, make sure your guard shifts as well, because we want our guard between us and the opponent. Ready? Ich. Ni. Sun. Shi. Go. Roko. Sichi. Hachi. Ku. Ji. Juich. Juni. Jusan. Jushi. Jugo. Juroko. Jusichi. Juhachi. Juku. Niji. And we're back. Take a breath. Washigiri. Here, instead of stepping behind, stepping behind allows my heel to cut through this little pocket and draw the chamber for a round kick on a step in front so that my knee can draw up with my foot behind and chamber that round swing. Right, ready? Moving towards this front angle first, stepping in front. Itch, step behind, reset. Knee, sun, she, go. Roko, Sichi, Hachi, Ku, Ju, Juich, Juni, Jusan, Jushi, Jugo, Juroko, Jusichi, Juhachi, Juku, Niji. Whew. Let's get your heart moving. Right. Now we have one more side angled kick, and that is our hook kick. Now a hook kick is going to chamber very similar to a side. If we think about how our hook kick is presented, we draw up like an axe, shift to side, pull to around, and set down. Meaning, the first motion we're setting up to is a side kick. Now, what does that tell you about how we need to step? Should we step behind to free up the heel, or should we step in front to free up the knee? If your answer is heel, you got it. Because we want that heel to draw straight up like an axe kick. We're going to draw a circle out to the corner and then draw to the back. So when I say corner, this means our front angle corner. 12 o'clock, 2:30, or 1:30, 3 o'clock. So we draw up to the 1:30 position and kick through our 3 o'clock position. Right, ready? Step behind to swing. Starting on the front angle, hook kick. Itch, knee, sun, she, go, Roko, Sichi, Hachi, Ku, Ji, Juich, Juni, Jusan, Jushi, Jugo, Juroko, Jusichi, Juhachi, Juku, Niju. Whew. And relax. Deep breath. And let's see, how many kicks did we do? Well, we did crescent, hook, and back kick over here. We did side, round, and hook over here. So that's 6 different kinds of kicks. We did 20 of each on each leg, so that's 40 kicks per type. 40 times 6 is, if my math is correct, 240 kicks. That's a pretty solid amount of kicks. If you took part in our basic class today, we did an additional 160. So that brings us to 500 kicks. Or no, not 500, 400. 400 kicks we've done just this evening. Not even considering the ones we're about to do in our combinations. Or the ones we did in our basic combinations. Whew! You need strong legs to do karate. All right. Let's go ahead and take a water break here. Okay, ready? Get yourself a drink. Relax for a minute. Don't sit down. Kind of stay up so your blood is still moving. You're still keeping that going. But we will return in just a moment. Alrighty, let's bring it on back. If you can hear my voice, go ahead and place your water down, return, and we will get going. All right, that's where I fix the uniform here. I got a little opened up on me. Cascade. Breathe. And relax. So, moving into the second half, we'll take a look, as I said before, on combinations and using our footwork to create these combos. Now, we have our 4 essentials for this class. This makes up your blue stripe. Let's take another quick look at those, and then we'll move into our new sets of combos. So these are all reactionary. We have an attack coming in. The first one based off the opponent's jab. So we're going to sidestep the inside block, back fist, reverse punch, front kick. Getting these positions to all flow together. Up. 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 For the second, they're throwing a cross punch, Gyakuzuke. Here we're going to draw up, sliding over the top of their arm for a back fist, punch to the ribs, and round kick to the gut. Up. Up. Now, as I mentioned before, if we have our opponent bag here, the first technique I would be sidestepping here for the 1, 2, 3, and 4 to push them away. The second would be drawing up 1, 2, 3, and 4, knocking them back. Or at the very least, trying to get them to spit up the lunge. Up. The third technique, basing off of an opponent's front kick, will have us draw toes out with the open door, cross with a crane, Gyakuzuke, draw back to create a little bit of space for your front kick to thrust and push them away. Again, if we have an opponent standing here, we would sidestep, shrinking off to their side, crescent, creating that crane up to the eyes, turn the punch into the ribs or the jaw, depending on what is available to you, and then we draw back so we can get enough space for the kick. If we don't do the draw, we come into a knee. Now, you could absolutely throw a knee, but we want space here. So, getting a good thrust will help. And it did squish the kitty. She was off to the side, and she is now investigating. She has found this to be one of her new favorite toys. She likes to, when I lay it down, just so you guys can see, she likes to try and balance. Of course, she doesn't want to today. Because she's a cat, and that's what cats do. All right, back to it. The last technique, drawing back from a side kick, will have us retreat to cat, slide to the heel, pop, grab, push and pull. Now this is one where we do stay lined up with the opponent, but instead of us getting to the backside, we're going to pop the heel to cause them to turn. So we draw, pop, causing them to turn, reach, and then push and pull to flip them down onto the ground. But these are just your essentials. Gives you ideas of how to sidestep on a dodge, transition for a dodge, rotate on a dodge, and draw for the dodge. 4 different dodging motions using these footwork. Now, of course, we do want to practice these on both sides, so give yourself time for that. But let's take a look at some other options today. Our first being setting a square up, I like to always begin with a standard jab cross because this is going to be your bread and butter. This is your boxing motion. Everyone should have a good jab cross when you know how to fight. If you don't have a good jab cross, go back to your basics. Because really all of your essentials, every other strike, every motion is going to come off of the base motions that we have here. So make sure those are strong. All right. So we have our jab, cross, and we want to assume our opponent is now dodging us. They're going to step to one of the sides. I believe Tuesday, when we had set, was a jab. They shoot to this outside, so we're going to step back to a shikarachi and deliver 2 strikes square up. This way we avoid the corkscrew getting our feet crossed towards the opponent, as this leaves us off balance and they can push us over. So we 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Hup. 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 Now let's say we take a different option here. Because again, setting this shikarachi level with their new position does leave us a little off balance because we don't have something on the backside to support us. So what we could do is after our jab, lead in to them and swing that jab into a back fist. So now we'll set up our guard, jab, they sidestep, we're just going to take our lead foot and shift it over to keep in line with them. That jab we just had is going to lead with the elbow, inflict the punch after. So we hit 1, 2, 3. Up, 1, 1, 2, 3. Up, jab, step, swing. Up, 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 up. Now that we have the 2, we can turn that cross in for 3. Up, 1, 2, 3. So we keep that aggression on the opponent. Up, 1, 2, 3. Up, 1, 2, 3. Now your side step, we've done this before. Think about your katas. Is there a kata that uses a similar slight shift on one foot? Gaich, Pinamiran, Pinashoran. They all use similar shifts with that lead foot. Pinashoran, coming back down the eye before we rotate into an opposite back fist. Gaich, after our high block, and going to that first Gyakuzuke. So we've used this motion before. 1, 2. 1, 2. Now, if we want to take a lesson from one of these katas, let's say Pinan Shodan, we can feed that 1, 2, and then draw the corkscrew for 3. Because now, remember, we want to attack multiple angles. So far, we have a strike coming straight to the face, one that's following behind them, and then another one straight to the face. Well, what if we take that one from behind them, corkscrew to come to where they're headed? So now we can strike 1, 2 from 2 separate angles to try and catch an open space. 1, 2, 3. Now, I can hear some of you already. Well, why didn't we do the corkscrew earlier? We have a corkscrew now. What's the difference? Well, the difference is presentation. Where are we angled to them? Let's assume the camera angle, the way you're looking right now, is the opponent's view. So you are looking through the opponent's eyes. On the first strike, you were standing here. I threw a jab and you sidestep to my corner here. Now, if I corkscrew from this position, you can see my feet are crossed. My right foot is over here, my left foot is over here. This makes it so that it's very easy for you to just push me back, and I can't move my feet to get out of the way, regain balance. I'm giving you some dominance here. However, if I do that side step first, 1, you dodge, and then I shift over to 3. Now my corkscrew has my left still on my left, my right still on my right. So I have a back foot. I have my right leg behind me. This can create some stability. If I get pushed back and they start advancing in towards me, I can use that to either hold my ground or allow my left foot to simply shift straight through, because now it's not going to bump my right. Here, my left foot would bump the right, and that's where I trip. So, bearing in mind, your left foot and your right foot should always be on those sides of your body. This will make sure that you don't accidentally trip yourself in your motions. Corkscrew sets in such a way that our feet will remain on those sides. All right. Let's keep it up. 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 Jab. Left back fist. Corkscrew to right back fist. Up. Up. Now we can keep moving with this. The whole idea of combinations is, do we have other attacks that can feed off the motion we just did? For this, we got our jab, shikarachi Uriken, corkscrew Uriken. Well, my hips are already turning here. What other motion uses this similar twist or pivot? How about a side kick? 1, 2, 3, and then side kick down low, maybe towards the knees. Or 1, 2, and then a round kick up into the liver, into those floating ribs to catch deep into the side. The choice is yours. Both of these will work. I think in this case, because of the distance, we are looking at our opponent being arm's length. Side kick should come down as their body's going to be too close for a gut yokogiri. But a round kick, totally. We can pump and then a round kick, swinging the shin up into their side. And think of it like a baseball bat suddenly swinging low and whacking, it's just digging into that side. Let's try that washigiri. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we're attacking straight, on their left, on their right, on their left again. Again, always keep that opponent guessing to what's coming next. Up. 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 All right. Shake it out. Now let's change it up. Let's do a new one. For this case, let's start with a kick. We're going to assume that this opponent has some distance from us. We are engaged in a fight, meaning we can't just turn and walk away. This is someone who means aggression. They're looking hostile. They want to hurt us, and we know the only way to get away from them is to subdue them, either to hit them into submission, hit them to knockout, or hit them to create enough space that you are able to turn and walk away. Having a kicking range is not far enough. The distance you're going to look for, as you can see the edge of the screen here. Here, I'm close enough to punch, meaning my elbow can touch. This means I can punch. Here, my fingers can touch. This means my front leg can kick. Here, my front leg can touch, meaning my back leg can kick. It's at this range that you are in a fight. As soon as we get a little bit further than this, or what is 1, 2 steps away, 1, 2 steps distance. This is enough space that you can start to walk away. Not turn away, but start walking and making more distance. Because you're at a range now that your opponent would have to lunge and take a moment for advancement before they can attack. During that lunge is when you can predict, because they have telegraphed an action, and you can either hold your ground or start backpedaling. But anything closer to 2 steps away, you are in combat. So this is the range where you know someone is aggressing towards you, they mean to do you harm, absolutely throw that kick to begin. Now, or as a reaction. In karate, one of our philosophies is there is no first strike, meaning you are not punching first, you are not kicking first, you are doing this as a reaction to their aggression. So, in this scenario where we're throwing a kick, this is as a reaction to them trying to lunge in towards us. They're trying to break distance, so I'm putting my foot up as a warning to say, all right, we're here, stay away, back off. I'm keeping my foot up to maintain pace. All right, now that we've clarified, let's get into the action. So we'll use that front kick, as the front kick is a nice, simple way of going, nope, back up. Don't come in. Here's the thing. Here's an attack. Don't come forward anymore. If you come anymore, this is going to hit. So we're going to feed that front kick off our lead leg to start. Now let's make some assumptions. What is our opponent doing when we have this kick? Well, initially they're trying to step in towards us. They're trying to break that distance by either lunging or stepping. In this case, let's say they're going for the lunge. They're going to lunge and punch. So I'm going to place my front kick up to catch under the ribs. So they go to lunge in, I kick up into the ribs. Right? Up. 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 Good. Now after my kick, I've caught them in the ribs. I can step down and go into a simple cross punch if I'd like. But let's make this a little more interesting, because their hands are up. All they've done is lunge in. We caught them to keep them at bay, but their hands are still up. So we want to get these hands away. So after my front kick, I'm going to roll 1, 2 into a back fist. I'm going to use my cat stance as I do this. Hop, step in, and roll to break distance. 1, 2. This way, close in real tight to them for the back fist, and then we'll feed off of there. Ready? Up. 1, 2, pop. Up. 1, 1, 2, pop. Coming down the bridge of the nose. Up. Keep them away. Press their guard down. Keep their guard down. Strike to the nose. Up. Now here, we've got their guard pressed down. We've struck down onto the bridge of the nose. Well, we can take another corkscrew and pop our back elbow across the jawline. So, Maegiri, rolling back fist, using our cat stance to get real tight to them, then corkscrew to pop the elbow through the jaw. And now we can escape to run away. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we've done some damage. We've got them rocked. They went to a lunge and we popped, pushed down the lead, pushed down the guard, popped, spun, popped, and we're running as they're recovering from this combo we just delivered. Shooting low, high, high into an escape. Ready? Up. 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 have another combo. All right, check our time. Woo! We're almost finished. All right, we're at the 5-minute mark. No, time flies when you're having fun. Let's go ahead and close this down. Cool with a little bit of ricotta, and go into some final words. All right. So let's start with blue belt, Pinan Shodan. Take nice, deep, calming breaths. Stay relaxed in your motion. Step, set, strike. Just meditate and stay loose. Just feel these motions work together. Pinan Shodan. Go. Up. Hey. 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 Up. Great. All right. Let's go. Nahachi Shodan. For this, I'll set up as a mirror. Nahachi Shodan. Go. Up. Hey. Up. Hey. Up. Hey. Up. Hey. Kia on that double punch. Up. Hey. Up. Hey. Up. Hey. Up. Hey. Kia. Yes. Up. Hey. Very good. And last one, Pinan Sandan. This is the blue, green, purple belt level. Pinan Sandan. Go. Up. Hey. 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 Great. And relax. All right. So, hope you got something good out of today. We have a few new combinations that we can play with. Of course, use these, shoot them on a bag, and just play around with them. Get them to feel smooth, powerful, keeping in mind proper positioning for stances. So if you see a stance in there, make sure you're applying it the way we talked about in our Kihon practice, where you have a strike that is being delivered with the proper targeting knuckle or position on the hand or foot, and you are applying power to each hit, especially if you're working it on a bag. You want that bag to move with every strike. But remember your basics, practice diligently, and I'll see you in the next one. Katsuke, arigatou gozaimasu, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Boink. Boink.